Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to do a first impressions of A White Rose in Bloom by Asumiko Nakamura. This is a 7Cs release, and I have been so excited about this title because I love Classmates and Utsubora and Maiden Railways. I just really love Asumiko Nakamura's works, and I think that her artwork is amazing and her stories are so captivating, regardless of if they're more of a slice of life sort of story, if it's BL or girls love, or I just think that she does what she does so well, regardless of the type of story she's trying to tell. So anyway, I had a lot of expectations for this one, and maybe I'm just biased because I love this creator so much, but this met all of my expectations in this first volume. So I'm super excited to see what comes next. But basically, this story takes place at an all-girls boarding school in Europe, and our main character is Ruby, and her parents are not getting along. She's kind of under the impression they're going to get divorced. The story starts out, she gets a letter from her parents saying, we need time to ourselves, so we're gonna, try and rekindle our love without you over the Christmas break. So you stay at school, we're gonna do our thing. And she's not really happy about this, because the only other student that will be remaining at the school during the break is Steph, who is, I believe, only a year older than her, maybe a couple years. But she's mysterious, she's stoic, people really like her, but she doesn't seem to like anybody else. She may or may not be related to, the headmaster or an important teacher or something, but we just don't really know too much about her, and Ruby's not thrilled to be stuck at the school with only this one other person for the Christmas break while everybody else gets to go home. So basically, as you can imagine, over the Christmas break, unless you want to sit alone and do nothing, these two do interact. And this is the first volume, so we don't get a lot in terms of plot or anything. We're just kind of developing the characters a bit, but I just thought this was so charming and has a bit of a mysterious edge to it, and it also, deals with regular kind of teen angst of how do I get along with somebody who is seemingly very different from me? How do I deal with rumors about, my relationship with certain people? How do I deal with the, oncoming inevitable split of parents? Because she's preparing herself for her parents to tell her that they're separating. And yeah, so this volume doesn't only cover the winter break when they're alone. There's pieces of when they're alone, and then we do get to meet some of the other classmates and stuff. There is a lot of also there's really beautiful color pages at the beginning, but there is a lot of jealousy and stuff happening amongst some of the other girls as Ruby kind of gets a bit closer to this upperclassman that's very popular with the other students. I will say too, I love the uniforms and the way that she's drawn them. These poofed out skirts are just so cool looking to me. Yeah, I love the facial expressions. There's a lot of comedy in Ruby's behavior. I think that these two are so interesting, and I think that, it's not a new concept to have the stoic, quiet one and the kind of peppy, hyper main character, but there's just something about these two that feel different. They don't feel like a stereotype to me. And I'm just excited to see where they go because, Ruby's appearance looks like she would be the stoic one, but or like brooding kind of, but she's a bit hyper and she's a bit, like, she's not unintelligent, but she's clearly not like she's not getting the top marks in the class or anything. And then, Steph is quiet and popular, but doesn't really want to interact with people. But she does have, like, her roommate, seems to know her decently well. And there's some kind of feelings growing between these two that maybe they don't fully understand. And then, of course, their other classmates are jealous of or don't really understand. And I'm just excited about this title in general. I can't wait to see where it goes. I highly recommend picking this up if you're at all interested in girls' love stories. Obviously, it does take place in a high school. So if you're, tired of high school stuff, then maybe this one isn't for you. But honestly, Asumiko Nakamura's art is so beautiful to just look at. And I'm like immediately captivated by these characters. And I just want to know what happens next. So anyway, just a short video about my thoughts on this one. I can't wait for the next volume to come out, whenever it is going to come out. And if you've read this, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you've read anything else by Asumiko Nakamura, also love to hear your thoughts on that. I know we're getting the couple more installments of Classmates released soon, which I'm super excited about. And I've been waiting and hoping that would happen. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.